At my high school, I pretty much did all the tech, and I knew everything about that board. I was the only person that knew how to really run it, how to really program it. My work was recognized by my drama teacher, but none of my peers understood. None of my peers would say, "Laura, you did a really great job." They'd be like, "Oh, what's taking you so long in these lights?" It would be, a week before they open, and they're like, "Oh, we don't understand, why do you have to change them? Why can't they just stay just colored and simple?" I was like, "Because it won't look good." And I don't want my name on something that's gonna look like a piece of shit. I pretty much grew up with theater my entire life. When I got to high school, there was this one day where we did a hang and focus and color drop, and I don't know what it was about it. I don't know what it was about plugging stuff in and hanging the light, but I just wanted to keep doing it. And so that's where it really started, my sophomore year in high school.
I just love lighting people and how they look on stage, and to make them look either more realistic or more like a dream away from reality.
As a lighting designer, I feel like you have to be able to deal with frustration and be patient. Because you'll go to a tech rehearsal and actors will be complaining about rehearsal till 11, but you know that you have to be there till 2, 3 a.m. finishing your light focus. It really takes someone who is willing to sit at a board for 2 or 3 hours, stare at a blank screen, press numbers, and hopefully it'll look like you want it to on stage. Once the lights are there, it changes the show drastically. If you notice the lights enough to take you out of what you're watching, it's bad. But if you don't notice them, it keeps you in the scene. It'll look brilliant. The fact that I am going to a career where possibly people, whoever sees my work, may not recognize it and may not appreciate it, I know that it will make the show look good. And in the end, that's all I really care about.
I've been doing visual effects for probably about 3 or 4 years now. What got me into visual effects originally was I was doing a Star Wars film with a bunch of friends from high school. We wanted to do the lightsaber effects. That kind of got me interested in like the altering and the alteration of film after you shoot it to kind of enhance it and stuff. The type of person that does visual effects, I guess, would be a pretty detail-oriented person, able to work by themselves for long hours. It's definitely long hours with iTunes on, When you're having to rotoscope something or animate something frame by frame or work on an effect that you just can't get, trying to figure that out, it's a mind game of trying to beat yourself and getting it, conquering this problem. What drives me to become a visual effects artist, I would say, is being unnoticed, as weird as that sounds.
So these are probably my favorite of my little toys, little trinkets. It's a little hand-carved chest set. My parents had this set in their house when I was a kid. Its attention to detail, I think, makes it a novelty. Who's the guy that carved this? I have no idea. Nobody probably does. But it's here, and it's, as long as this wood lasts, it'll be here.
Whether there's a name tag on the effect that says Parker McCabe, or whether it's just an effect in a movie, I'm still doing it, I'm still putting it out there for people to see, and that for me is really exciting.
My little piece, my little fingers as they program, is giving in to the bigger picture of the entire show. It's just as important as a sound or as costumes. When you realize it's really important is during Tech Week, when you see all those aspects come together and it makes the play. Like without them, there would be some scenes or some moods that wouldn't come across to the audience. They wouldn't understand them.
There's so many aspects to filmmaking, so many jobs. Hundreds of people work on a film. While it might only be the main actor that's known for the film, or the director maybe, you still take pride in knowing that you did that effect. It's immortalized in film, and it's going to be there forever.
That's mine. Like, that is my design, that is my thought process, that is me on that stage. It's more about your personal satisfaction from having your shit on the stage.
There's hundreds of people that work on films that go unnoticed, and the goal is not to be noticed,
If it doesn't get recognized by some common fool sitting in row C, seat 112,
The goal is enjoying blurring the line between reality and fantasy.
The show's success is my success, and that's my recognition.